Hey everyone, my name is Misha. I'm a DJ producer and Ableton Live mentor. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you 3 different ways on how to make harmonies over your melodies. Harmonies can really add depth and complexity to your track. And with these techniques, you're going to bring your production to the next level. But before we go further, don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video to watch more content like that. Music! In case if you struggle with melody making, I've made a video about that in my previous YouTube tutorial. Go check it out. Start with the melody. Today we are going to work with this melody in E major scale. I'm going to create one more audio channel and record the melody into this channel because my goal now is to make it audio. I'm going to choose audio from the melody channel. By the way, don't forget to hit the arm button right here to make it red. It means that now we can receive a signal from the melody channel and to record it here into an audio one. Let's record. I'm going to rename this channel into a harmony because here we are going to place our harmony in the future after we experiment with it. Why did we record the melody? Because this will allow us to play with the warping and experiment with it in a different way. And one creative way to make harmonies to use the warp technique. You can activate it in the left corner. You have to hit the yellow warp button. In case if it's not yellow, if it's gray like that, you have to click on it and now it's yellow. It means that warp function is working now. As soon as you did it, you have to change the warp mode into tones or textures. According to my experience, the most suitable warp mode for creating harmonies is a texture mode. By the way, I explain more about the other warp modes in my course, and you can drop me a message on my Instagram to know more details about that. Let's continue. Now I'm going to insert warp markers. So as you can see, these little yellow things, they are warp markers. How to install them? You have to click 2 times into this gray line. Like that. What can you do now with it? You can stretch the sound. Bring it the whole way to the right or to the left. Let's listen what do we have now. Nice. Let's stretch a little bit more. By stretching it, you're going to make the sound way more deep and complex. I would also advise to experiment with the grain size and flux. Let's stretch more up to 2 bars. Now I'm going to cut the whole sample because we don't need that much of the information for now. It's important to activate loop button. And in the next step, bring the whole thing up to 1 octave. Here we can change the pitch by semitones. 12 semitones is 1 octave. Of course, don't forget to clean up the muddiness with the EQ or filter. I'm going to remove the low frequencies out of it. Otherwise, our sounds overlap with each other too much, and we don't want that. We want to keep our production clean as much as it's possible. In the next step, balance these sounds by the volumes. Drag and drop everything into another view, into our arrangement view. Let's listen to it up. Sounds nice to me, but still overlapping too much. Right now, we are going to slice it up and put it into the right place by adding some fades and dragging and dropping. Hit the button Command and E and draw these fades. And don't forget to listen to what you are doing. Okay, but now it sounds a little bit more like a percussive rhythmical sound, and I want to make it smoother. I'm going to add some delay and reverb with a long tail. At the next step, I'm going to record it into a new channel, audio from our Harmony. Maybe also play with the delay while recording. Yes, let's play with the delay a bit. So like that, we will add some variations. Very nice. And let's hear what do we have now. First, we can extend it and select the part that we are going to enjoy the most. No, not this. I don't want these pitch changes. I think we can go with that. And we can stretch it up even more. Perfect. Textures, grain size. Phaser or flanger will fit nicely. More feedback. Of course, cut low frequencies, just in case. maybe more spread or a bit less. Less notches. And some reverb. I would prefer to use a hybrid one. For example, reflex. Let's try. Or how about deep stone, longer decay, and algorithm shimmer. Bigger dry wet, and let's EQ the reverberation as well. Nice. Let's add some subtle vintage. Cool, sounds well. And of course, it's important to balance it by the volume. And in the next step, I'm going to add some compression to our harmonic sound. I will say chain it with the melody, so they're not going to overlap too much. Sounds really great now. And let's listen what do we have right now. So there you have it, the first creative way to make harmonies over melodies in your music production. Let's jump into the second one. The way number 2 is a PaulxStretch plugin. PaulxStretch is an open source, completely free plugin that was created for a radical transformation or stretch of the sound. And of course, it's super suitable for our purpose. So let's go into the PaulxStretch. So here we go, here is a PaulxStretch. The plugin might look a bit complicated when you open it, but here I am to show you some basic things and help you to achieve the right result using it. And before we start, there are a few different settings that you should know. Here is a settings panel, and my advice, if you want it to play PaulxStretch when the DAW is playing, check the option play when host transport running. Otherwise, PaulxStretch is gonna continuously run forever, and we don't want that. And another important function is capture when host transport running. This one will allow you to record the sound right from the DAW, but I prefer to do in the next way. Just drag it and drop right into the plugin. Let's listen how it's gonna sound from the plugin. straight away different with the original version of the melody. So what is PaulxStretch doing? It's basically a granular synthesizer. It means that it takes little pieces of information and then overlay them on top of each other to create this kind of blurry, dubby sound. Let's go into PaulxStretch knobs. The first one that I would recommend to start is a sound start, and sound ends is where you choose which part of the sample are you going to work with. Let's select, let's say, just the first part. And let's go into the first control, which is a stretch amount. What it does, it's not just stretching it up, it's going to pull apart your sound and then overlay it on the top of the next sound by the time. And by the default, it's stretched by 2. What is not that cool, I think, because it's just not what this plugin was created for. So let's change it into maybe like 20 or 30, I don't mind. Let's listen. Not really huge changes still. Let's jump into an FFT size, which is 0.70 from now. So what is an FFT parameter? This parameter works with a timbre of the sound, and I think for the harmonies, it will be better in case if we are going to increase it than decrease. Let's listen. And the next one is a pitch shift. Pitch shift operates in semitones, so you can add 7, 12, or whatever you feel like. I'll try to add maybe like 12. So just increase it by 1 octave. How about 7? Not that bad. One more is a frequency shift, which works like a frequency shifter. I don't think it's really suitable for us though. And now it's time to jump into filter. As you can see here, we have a lot of different models. You can drag and drop them and change time. So which filter works first, for example, which filter works next. Yeah, as soon as we are going to turn it on, it's going to be highlighted with a yellow color. So here we have a low filter and a high filter. But now we don't have the sound almost at all. I still prefer to hear it, so I'm not going to overuse this parameter. And now I think it's cool to jump into free filter. This one is a really cool parameter because here you can add some movement into the sound, some movement to the filter. Just drag and put these little tiny squares in any position. And then our filter will start some movement. Let's listen. It is also nice to tweak all of the other controls here, so you can bring some completely random movement into your sound. let's go into the next one, which is harmonics. This one is pulling apart the harmonics that are already in the PaulxStretch. And the first one is a harmonics base frequency. So how to work with this one? Here is really important to give to the PaulxStretch the frequency of your root note. And our root note is E. Let's check out quick which frequency is it. So here I have an E note. Okay, 82 Hertz or something around 165. So 82 Hertz, which is a root note of E. Okay, and now we can hear the sound. So one more time, at this point, it's really important to choose the frequency that matches with the root note to avoid clashing. And at the next parameter, num harmonics, we are going to select how many harmonics are going to interact with each other. So the bigger is the number, the more rich your sound will be. Maybe let's try 166. Let's go to harmonic bandwidth, and here you are going to control how wide are the harmonics around the sound. So the less is the parameter, the more precise the sound will be. And the next one is Gaussian harmonics. This one changes the shape that harmonics are analyzed with, and I'm really not sure if you are going to ever use this parameter, but you can always try. So let's try. Let's try to change one more time. And now we can experiment with the tonal versus noise parameter. This parameter basically just cleans everything up. Let's try to listen. I like it higher. That sounds quite interesting to me. Since now we did everything in a pretty quick way, remember that you can always play more to achieve a better result that you want. At this point, to finalize our pad, I'm going to record it into another channel and add a couple of effects to it, such as delay, reverb, and flanger. Maybe something else. Let's record it from this channel. Don't forget to play with it while recording. Like that you will add even more movement, and later on you can select the best part out of it. And here is our result. PaulxStretch. I'm going to delete this channel. These sounds always work well with a flanger or a phaser. Also, some compression would work nice. Equalization. And maybe some saturation to make the sound a bit more rich. And balance with the melody by volume. Maybe some more autopan. That was the second technique on adding creative paths to your production. Let's jump into the third one. All you have to get for that technique is a Raum Reverb plugin. Now drag it and drop into our melodies channel, and I don't even need the whole melody to play. I just want one single note, and I have it in this clip. Yes, it's only E. Maybe it will make sense to bring it higher though. So first we have to set up this reverb, cut some lows, because I don't want them to be recorded. Also, I don't want to hear the dry signal, so I'm going to bring Raum Reverb all the way up. Longer decay, maybe less of highs. And here we have freeze function. So this function is going to freeze up the signal of the reverb. And now I want to record the reverb signal into the fourth channel. Done. Here is our reverb signal. I think we can also try to add some saturation to it to make it a bit more thick, because the signal is a kind of just a reverb. Phaser flanger, of course. Oh yeah, absolutely forgot to turn off the Raum here. And now we can copy the clip and play with the semitones. Maybe here we can make it lower. Let's hear what's gonna happen. Music! Finally, you have it. 3 creative ways on making harmonies over melodies. I hope you'll find this helpful. And in case if you have any comments, please leave them down below. As well, don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel to get more videos like this. I run daily music production classes, and I can help you to understand all of the basics of music creation. How to finish your tracks, release them on different platforms, and have some fun with it. I work individually in a mentoring program, or you can work with me according to my courses program. Thank you, and see you again. Music!